Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode of Holy Water Chants. I am Rawrquaza, and I have sinned. Forgive me, Father. It has been like 2 months since my last confession. We're gonna play as this character, Rex Mundi, because I have not shown off this new skill on video yet. And I say new in the most loose of senses. Seeing as I haven't actually uploaded any videos in quite a while. That's due to a number of reasons that we don't need to get into. Mostly just personal life things. But also, you know, I have emerged from my cocoon of human, you know, freaking life happenings, and I am ready to upload more Risk of Rain. And what better time than the end of February, the time before the next content drop, which is happening in March. Now, when in March? Well, if we know anything about Hoppo and their release schedule based on their actions in the past, it'll probably be mid to late March, because they said it was in March that they are planning on releasing the next content update. And, you know, the release of Risk of Rain 2 to the public was announced the day before my birthday, which is March 26th. So it is likely, and that was also the day it was announced and released in a playable state. That was the date of like the Gearbox reveal stream or whatever. Very nice birthday present for me. I was exceptionally happy with that one. And I expect to be exceptionally happy with the next content update. I have recently, after a long break, I came back. So I was playing Path of Exile. I talked about this in the previous videos. I played Path of Exile the most I've ever played Path of Exile, ever. In my now 3,500 hours, I probably added several hundred hours this season, this league, which is like a, you know, it's a thing that happens. But I've never gone this long in Path of Exile, and I got further than I'd ever been before in Path of Exile. And now there's time, because I finished all of my goals. I beat everything that I wanted to beat this league, this season. And now I'm ready to try a break from Path of Exile, at least until next league, which is happening relatively soon, actually. It's being announced soonish as well. So, but I do intend to not have a Path of Exile take up as much time as it did last time, and also B, if I do end up playing it, and I will end up playing it, to not let it, you know, go a hideous amount of time without uploading Risk of Rain, because I do enjoy this game quite a bit, and I intend to play more. That is always my intention, so I'm eagerly awaiting the new update. But enough talk! You're here to see this. Look at this. Did you know that this was a skill that Rex had? It's insane. It just basically turns his already existing... oh my lord. Turns his already existing knockback and movement ability into a very damaging AoE cone that heals. However, it does cost health when you cast it. It costs a similar amount of health to the 4th skill, but hitting 2 enemies, I believe, pays for itself and then some. So it's really quite good, and I like it a lot. This is the reason that I am playing Rex a lot more now. It's very, very strong. It does a huge amount of damage. It heals you. It's an AoE. It hits multiple things. And it's just sweet. I've also gone back. I used to be a big proponent of the alternate right-click. Or I guess it's the starting right-click now. But now I prefer this one because it does synergize better with the health. You actually want to drain your health as Rex. There's too many synergies that happen with the health drain, and in the later part of the game, when you are deep into a run, I find that I enjoy using the health, the more spammable health costing right-click to the other one. For a number of reasons, and if we encounter any of those reasons, hey, nice. If we encounter any of those reasons in the run, then I will explain them at that time. Now, the kind of trade-off that you lose is obviously the health cost to this, so I tend to use it less for movement, unless the level's already done, and then I can spam it freely, but, you know, in general, we're trying to reduce the importance of move speed and or other mobility items is much more important to my Rex, you know, preference of items than it normally is. And so anyway, yeah, this is a sweet run. I don't have any super consistent healing. I say having 3 healing items, that 2 of which I would consider very good. One of which is decent, at best. And that one's Lepton Daisy. It's decent at best because I hate Lepton Daisy. Oh my lord. This is a whole thing. I really just think Lepton Daisy is not very useful in the long run. At least you can print it into other things, I guess. I don't know. It's another in a long list of unsatisfying greens, but whatever. There's also some very strong greens. And we have at least one of those. Warhorn is decent too. Not, of course, as decent as my favorite item. Will-o'-the-wisp. My favorite tier 2 by far. Well, not by far. There's 2, right? If you know the other one, but you might be able to guess what the other tier 2 that I find to be very close to Will-o'-the-wisp is. However, I mean, Will-o'-the-wisp still wins out in the end because I think it stacks much better than this other one that I'm not saying. But, still think the other one is very strong, especially on Rex, because of aforementioned mechanics and synergistic implications of those mechanics that I am heavily implying at the current moment and will not reveal unless it shows itself. What else? I've been reading books recently. That's not unusual, just it has been happening a lot more. For pleasure. Books for pleasure. Who'da thunk? Rawrquaza recommended a book to me. It's about mermaids. And before you go like, wait, that sounds stupid. It's a book about, like, the scientific edge of, in a world much like our own, except mermaids exist in the Marianas Trench, and everyone's all skeptical about them, but then they send out a, you know, a big boat is sent out by a entertainment company, a fictional entertainment company that shall remain nameless, and in order to, like, do a cryptozoological, you know, just trash fit, you know, series on, oh, is Bigfoot real? You know, that sort of thing. The Yeti, oh, but this one's about mermaids. And so they send a research vessel, and I put research in quotation marks, vessel, to the Marianas Trench, which is the, you know, and then, you know, they're just making their documentary, but then literal, actual, real mermaids attack and kill the entire crew, and then it's like, oh, hey, the ancient gate begins to shift, that's cool. No one lives, and that's the prologue. This is like the fallout. This book is the fallout of that expedition, and it's super interesting because there's a lot of science and stuff. They inevitably send out another ship. This one's slightly better prepared. They're supposedly, quote, ready for what's happening. The world doesn't believe there's mermaids. They believe that it was a hoax by the entertainment conglomerate. But the entertainment conglomerate didn't, they know that they didn't fake it. So they're, A, trying to clear their name several years in the future, and B, they're trying to, you know, show that there really are mermaids and that they are horrifying flesh-eating abominations that, anyway, it's a really, really interesting, like, horror, cryptozoological, science fiction book, and I've probably talked about it longer than anybody listening cares, but, I don't know. I don't even care for mermaids, but it's actually very engaging, and the writing is very good, and I like it. And if you want to know the name of it, it's over there. Hold on. Into the Deep, I think, was what it's called. I'm bad with titles because I don't read the title. Lady Quaza handed me the book, and I'm horrible with names. But I believe it's Into the Deep. Should be able to find it if you're interested. But anyway, enough about me. How about you? What's your day been like? What have you been doing? Are you still playing Risk of Rain? Does anyone still play Risk of Rain these days? I don't know, dude. How's life? I hope you're doing well. If you're watching this, just know that it's incredible to me that there are still people who watch me, and I appreciate all of your support in any way possible. Yeah. If there's anything I can do to earn your continued support, let me know. If you want to complain at me for not uploading on a regular schedule, please do so. If you want to tell me that I should play certain games, please do so. I got a stream. I've been streaming all the time that I have not been uploading YouTube videos, so that does exist. I know not everyone is available to watch streams or whatever. You know, you might just not be interested in the games that I play on stream, which have included a lot of, you know, Path of Exile, a game that it's kind of like a guilty pleasure for me. I'm not, you know, in the top 1% of Path of Exile players. I play the game for fun. I play games to have fun. And then any side things that happen, you know, like YouTube and stuff, and streaming, that's because I enjoy hanging out with people and talking about things that I enjoy, which are the games that I'm playing. So, you know, that's kind of my motivation. Crowbar's good. Yo, look at this. Wow. I want the guillotine much more than you know. But I have to put my money where my mouth is and pick my favorite item, because it really is very good. That's all. So while I think it may have been even a more functional choice, I am gonna do this. I might even do this all the way? I don't know. I can't say I hold any particular allegiance to any of these items except for that topaz brooch. And not even the topaz brooch, because I would need like 4 of them to start feeling good about it. So, as far as I'm concerned, crowbar wisp build seems good to me. Now, this does put us in a very, very strained position, as we now have one very substandard healing item. So I have made a choice here. And whether or not that choice ends up killing me remains to be seen. Ah. Oh. So, okay, I would take gasoline here normally, but due to the fact that we have no movement skill at all, no movement ability at all. We do have movement skill, but it's, you know, kind of counter to the point when you're trying to flee that you know, when you're getting shot at, that you take some of your health in the process. But the movement is incredibly important. Okay, we do have this. I am going to take this. That's important. We do have this shield generator. That does two things. One, it's not very useful for Rex because we are constantly expending our health. So getting a chance... Oh, that's horrible. Actually, it's fine. Never mind. Crowbars, baby. Oh! Yo! We've literally done it. This is the item. You may have guessed. Pencils down. If you guessed razor wire, you were right. Otherwise, you were wrong. I can't think of another item that rivals the strength of Will-o'-the-Wisp quite like razor wire on Rex. Razor wire in general is very strong. Razor wire on Rex is a build. It's a combo. A very, very strong combo. Because whenever we take health damage, we are inflicting damage on every enemy in our vicinity. Now, the trick is, it does work at slight cross purposes to our crowbar stacking. But, alternatively, it's also useful enough that that slight conflict of interest is a, you know, is not worth sacrificing the power that it gives us. What it does mean is that I'm not going to try and print the remaining white item that I don't care for, which is shield generator. And instead, I'm just going to go. We're just going to go. I don't remember if I left any items back there. It doesn't matter too much. I do need more items. I feel a hunger. We are going very slowly. We are very powerful, but we are also very vulnerable. Now is a very dangerous time. Maybe the most dangerous time in this young Rex's life. The future of our build depends on what kind of items this stage gives us. It is no less than the most important time in our young, fledgling, mechanical spider plants journey. Am I aggrandizing the situation somewhat? Yes. Am I wrong to say this? No. Oh boy. Oh lord. Don't kill me. Not like this. Another crowbar is good enough to take for me. I do feel the sting of pain. That comes with not having healing. Now, we do have healing because we're Rex. We don't have, like, we have some conditional healing all over the place. We have so many conditional heals. We have some very powerful conditional healing. You know what? That gives me a lot of hope for the future, actually. I also have my control, which I have failed to use nearly as much as I intend. I forget about it, to be honest. Important thing that the control skill does. It stuns golems that are charging up their lasers. Another thing to not forget. It also does insane amounts of damage with 7 crowbars. Somehow it's hitting before the razor wire, which is working out in our favor. need to remember to use... Wow! Incredible. He rises. That is another good printer. That is a tri-tip dagger printer, which we are going to print. I want this. I'm gonna print all 7. Quaza, you're ruining your build. Oh, I'm securing my build's power in the future. Ah, that's not the item. That is literally the item I wanted the most in my entire setup. Followed by item I probably wanted second most. Ah, followed by the item I wanted third most. Incredible. There we go. Finally some luck. Not that it matters. There's nothing left. It actually did take everything that I didn't want, as well as the stuff that I did. So, you know. Mixed blessing. Now what this does is it gives us a lot of damage. More damage than crowbars? I don't know. I'm not prepared to say that. Now, ooh, do we want teddies or the move speed? And I think the answer is the move speed. I think the move speed is gonna get us out of sticky situations. The teddy is extremely powerful, but we don't have enough move speed to support stuff yet. Okay. Bleed is very good. We're just gonna do a quick... The move speed is very important because we are spending an enormous amount of time at this point, an inexcusable amount of time, to be honest. Just going through each stage. Some things never change. Oh no! You can't make me, right? Surely. Surely you wouldn't. I really don't know how to... I really don't know. I really don't know. Okay, so if I do it, there is a crowbar and a, there are 2 printers that exist. Oh my lord, I'm gonna die, dude. We gotta go. Get me out. For the record, I was going to try. It had to be after the thing. So what happened there, that was stacked shots from the clay potman. They were stacked up at the bottom of that ridge. And when I went slightly to the right, they all hit me at the same time. And then several things went off at once in my head. I was like, oh, I'm gonna die, was the first one. I'm surprised I'm not dead, was the second one. The third one was something like, I'm probably going to die. The fourth one was like, oh shit, I should use this, the Nova from Genesis Loop to try and hit the bosses. And then the last one was, oh, there's enemies behind me. instead of reacting, oh, I should hide behind this wall. I think I may have tried that unconsciously at some point in that process, but holy shit. What an interesting run. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. I will be uploading frequent, and I put that in quotation marks because I don't know how frequent. We're gonna take things one day at a time. Hopefully I get more videos out to you soon. Twitch.tv/Rawrquaza. You know the drill. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.